Totally random question that we pulled moments ago out of the box of totally random questions. What is a secret your partner will never know, or one you wish you had kept? Is there something, even a minor thing, that you're like, ooh, maybe I should have kept that under wraps?
I don't keep any secrets from Steven. He knows everything about me. However, there's a secret that I wish I would have kept longer. He still was going to find out, but you know about this. I got a cameo for him from one of the contestants on Survivor.
I
It's
do
this guy,
remember that, yeah.
Tony. I thought it was going to, it kind of took like a week to even get it, or a few days, which is longer than the other cameos. Most of the time it's like within a few hours or the next day. This one took a long time. And so it was just eating me inside that once I got it, literally, I got the text from Cameo, your video's ready. I sent it to Steven directly. I bought it as his Christmas gift.
So I'm guessing it wasn't Christmas.
It wasn't. It wasn't even December. It was either like October, November.
So then you had to get a Christmas gift.
Yes. And it just, and I wanted, and I kind of told him, I sent it to him. I said, I sent you a cameo. I want you to watch it. And this is your Christmas gift. Well, then like Christmas comes around and I had to be that jerk that's like, remember that cameo I bought you? So yeah, I had to buy him another gift.
Did you have the guy in there saying like, Merry Christmas?
No.
I was going to say, that's probably why it took so long. The guy was like, well, I have to rush this. It's October.
No.
Probably okay.
But that was supposed to be his Christmas gift. So I wish I would have kept it a secret until closer to Christmas.
What is a secret that your partner will never know, or you wish you kept under wraps?
You know, you should never tell your partner if you don't like someone in their family. Keep it to yourself.
Seems like you got somebody in mind.
Well, you know, I really have a problem with one of my husband's siblings. And I mean, the rest of his family is fine, but just this one, I mean, we're just like, you know, what is that? Oil and water. We just do not get along. And I shared this with my husband, and it was just a mistake.
You lit that fuse, huh?
No, not exactly. But I think it's just more like if I say anything at all, it always comes back to like, oh, you didn't like him, you know. And also, I think he really resents that I don't like him.
Yeah.
Someone said back when we first started dating, I told my husband that he cooks amazing lasagna, but it was this terrible lasagna. He just looks so proud. And 10 years later, he makes it for all our special occasions. And I still eat every bite, pretending it's good.
You have no choice. You have to, right? Because you were like, oh, I love your lasagna. You got to be careful with that. You really do.
I remember, it's never really been a topic, but maybe I should bring it up to Steven. When we first started dating, I made him enchiladas, and he acted like they were great. Now, whenever it's like that one time, however many years ago. Now, if I ever suggest enchiladas, he's always like, I don't really like enchiladas.
They were bad.
And I just think about the fact that I made them for you once, right when we first started dating, and you said they were so good. What do you mean you don't like enchiladas?
Guess I know what's for dinner tonight. A whole lot of enchiladas. Best make extra so you got something to send to work with them.
Yeah, here's your leftovers, buddy.
Ugh. What is that secret that you think your partner will never know, or one you wish you'd kept under wraps?
Someone said when I first started dating my wife, I told her I'd seen all the Harry Potter movies because I wanted her to think we had stuff in common. I never watched any of them, so I had to watch them all before we actually went out on a date. That's probably all you talked about on that date, too. And she's like, man, this man loves Harry Potter.
But it really is just because it was new to you,
Yeah.
right? Yeesh.
Someone said, my husband still doesn't know I threw away his lucky, ratted old college T-shirt because it just kept ripping. I did replace it with a nearly identical one I had to get off eBay, and he's never noticed.
Well, he's just like, oh, there's my shirt. It's in better condition than I thought it was.
I think that one you could never come clean about.
Yeah, because there's some emotional attachment to that one.
And if he thinks it's lucky, and you're like, that lucky one's been in the landfill for the last 8 years.
That's why it's luck. We got rid of this haunted shirt. That secret they'll never, ever know.
Oh, I have to keep this one.
This is how I know it's a juicy one now, too.
Oh, I don't. It's been so long now I can't come clean. But when I first started dating my husband, I was still dating someone else for like a month.
And he was and is unaware.
She had no idea. Not when we were married, but when we first met. I was still in a relationship with someone else and he knew nothing about it.
Ew. Well, I mean, at least he was the winner.
She said husband, right?
Yeah.
So they're married now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Do you really need to get that into detail over dates?
That one can just. That's the past.
Yeah. This sounds like one like you would do with your kids. Someone said, I once told my boyfriend that I love this handmade necklace that he got me. It looks like some medieval fishing lure, and he's just so proud of it. He thinks it's great, so I wear it to all our family events for the past 3 years. And someone else said, I once lied to my fiance and told her I couldn't hear the smoke detector beeping. I did hear it. I just didn't want to have to climb on top of the counter and deal with it.
You know, that's fair.
I would say, you don't hear that beeping? Seriously?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. I really don't know. That secret they'll never know, or you think they should have never known.
All right, so whenever I do the grocery shopping for the family, I use our debit card, and I always get cash back so that I can go and do some things for myself, like get my nails done or my hair done. But my partner never will know because it just shows up on the receipt as groceries.
Sneaky.
It's just something I don't really want to deal with. Like, I need a little space and privacy, and like I don't want everyone to know what I'm doing all the time, and it's my way of having a little privacy. So I don't know if they would go crazy. They might think it was like cute and funny. I'm not sure.
Or just want to cut, most likely.
You may be right about that.
Simple as that. Maybe just, I want some of that money.
I don't know if I like that one because you're lying about like your finances. He thinks you're spending that much on groceries. Why don't you just tell him? Well, I'm going to get my nails done. I doubt he would bother him.
Yeah, that almost says something else about your relationship. If you'd be like, well, I see this charge from so-and-so nail salon. What is this? Manicure, I guess. Yeah.
And that's what it would, if I found out Steven was going to the grocery store and taking money out, that would drive me nuts.
What would be the thing that he'd be spending on? You'd be like, are you kidding me?
I would just, it's nothing. Instead of being sneaky about it, just get whatever you want.
You start noticing all these random little video games around the house.
He doesn't.
Like, there's gifts from a friend.
There's nowhere for him to play the video games. We got rid of everything. I would say, why do this is now a waste of money.
So see?
But if he actually had a system to play it on.
And then he slams the door and you hear another one open. And you're like, what's going on? And he goes into his secret apartment across the hall full of video game systems.
You've been living over here?
I thought you went to work for a few days. It was really in his video
out
game
of town.
den.
No,
Yeah.
He was out. I have his location. I saw where he was.
Mailed it there.
No.
Listen, you could be real sneaky if you wanted to be with stuff like that. Because just the phone needs to travel, right?
How do you get it back?
Well, and I guess he was texting you and stuff.
Yeah.
Or someone was.
No, he was. He sent me pictures.
Any final secrets their partner should have never known or will never know?
Someone said, I told my wife I barely noticed when she got Botox. I noticed immediately. And someone else said, I told my boyfriend I was crying because of the movie, but I was actually crying because he ate my leftovers earlier, and I was really looking forward to eating those, but I was too embarrassed to admit that was the real reason.
That's fair.
That does hurt when you know in your fridge, oh, I got those leftovers. Can't wait to go home and eat them. And you open the fridge, they're gone. What?
Well, because sometimes you sort of you are, like you said, looking forward to it,
Yeah.
kind of daydreaming about it. Nothing else sounds good now because you've been fixated
all
on that.
you wanted.
I wanted my pasta.